What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am on the road, as you guys can see. I'm heading to a destination. I'm actually almost there. I'm only 11 minutes away. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I'll be there shortly. So I just wanted to check in here and get you guys on your seat, on the edge of your seat. Quick pit stop. Had to fill up all we're on. All right, guys, so I did finally make it to my destination. As you guys know, I have been in the snowmobile industry for a while, and I've met a bunch of people along the way. And there is one guy that I've mentioned many a times on the channel, and I've actually interviewed on the channel before. And that is Bruce Gaspardi, Sr. from Southside Polaris. He was first introduced in the channel by, he does all my shocks. He does all my suspension. He has for a while now. And, we always bounce ideas off each other. He, likes exactly what I like, so it's easy. I just call Bruce, hey, this is what I want done. I send him my shocks, and that's it. So Bruce not only just does shocks, but he does have an entire Polaris dealership for snowmobiles, not just snowmobiles. He does a bunch of other stuff too. So that is where I am today. I came up here to hang out with Bruce, talk some business with him, and I'm here to just tell you guys what his company is, where it is, what he does, what he sells, because again, it's more than just snowmobile. So I'm in their one shop right now, and I have Bruce here with me. So I'm going to introduce Bruce. He's going to tell you a little bit about what they do, how long he's been here, and how to get in touch with them. So Bruce, what is going on?
Well, we made it through another season. It was an awesome season, tons of snow. Everybody got out on the new Matrix. Everybody loved the new Matrix. We did make some changes for different people depending on rider style, rider weight. The sled was super tunable. Definitely had a good time this year with everybody that rode it, and everybody was happy with the stuff. So it was just nice to finally have the ability for people to go out when they wanted and all winter long. And we had a great product.
Yeah, so they had really good snow, just like we did on the hill. They had awesome snow here. So they are in North Adams, Massachusetts, right on Curran Highway, correct?
Yeah.
So if you guys aren't familiar with that, take a peek. But how long have you been here? What do you guys do? What do you sell? Obviously snowmobiles, we get that. What on top of that, what do you guys do?
Well, we've done Polaris snowmobiles since 1987. So we were involved with, when the Indy was going along, and Trailing Arms and all the way through the succession of 8 inches of travel, 10 inches of travel, 12 inches of travel, Edge chassis. But yeah, we've been here since this building since 1987. The company's been around since 1969. We've done, my father started with Massey Ferguson and Scorpion. So, but we do Husqvarna and Steel and Mahindra tractors. We just took on Bobcat full line. So we're,
expanding.
Expanding. And snowmobiles is, used to be 4 months of our business. Now, then it was 5, then it was 6. I mean, now it's 7, 8 months of business is snowmobiles, if not more. Last year, I don't think we stopped talking about snowmobiles all summer long. We were selling snowmobiles in May, June, July, August, and used, new, didn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's obviously been in the industry a long time, and that's why I trust everything that Bruce does for me, sled-wise, setup-wise, and we talk more often than not. I'm always bothering Bruce talking about setup stuff like that. But main trip, one of the main reasons coming up here is me and Bruce decided to team up for next season. So Bruce is going to be helping me out. We're going to work on a bunch of projects together and, try and get a couple different sleds for me to review for you guys throughout the season. So it's not, I'm not just going to have one main sled. We're going to, we're going to bounce around and we're going to try and give you guys the best outlook and overview of, for the most part, a lot of the models within the Polaris lineup. So if you guys need anything suspension wise, sled wise, if you looking for anything, give them a call, give them a ring. I'll put all their contact information and everything, right, in the on the page, and you guys can give them a call. Make sure to tell them that I sent you. But no, I'm super excited for this upcoming season, and that's really going to change, a lot of dynamics. So having Bruce, helping me out and everything like that, we're going to be able to give you guys a lot of content, a lot of information, a lot of reviews. We'll get him on there, we'll get him out riding and stuff like that, and we'll have a really good time next season. So as you guys know, Bruce is, like I just said before, he's located in North Adams, Mass. So he has a whole trail system, our trails in North Adams, Mass, where he could ride from the shop, his house, everything like that. He does also ride in southern Vermont, correct?
Vermont, Woodford.
Woodford, Vermont. So, he's testing stuff here. I'll be testing stuff, on the West Coast of New York. I'll come over here a couple times next year. I'll try and get Bruce out with me, do a bunch of riding out there. So we're really going to touch on, as many, again, 129, 137s, 146, if we're talking XCR, we have 128, 136. So we're just gonna, we're gonna do the best that we can to give you guys as much information. Like I said, and Bruce is, he could ride right from here. So he does this year, at least, he put on more miles than I did. So he had a lot of seat time on the Matrix, a lot of, information, changed a lot of stuff. And in a little later video, me and Bruce actually go riding, and two of his sleds, and had different suspension setups in both. We bounced back and forth, and we're able to talk about it and the goods and the bads and everything like that. And I'm excited, and that was kind of like my big news, and I was super excited. Me and Bruce have been talking a bunch about it, and we did finally come to a deal. So next year should be awesome.
Yeah.
Anything you have to add?
No, I mean, I think, having the info from the Northeast, because, between the Western New York trails and the Woodford trails, that is a lot of people that go to both of those places. So it's the same trails that you guys are riding, same kind of snow. All that stuff makes a difference in suspension setup and handling. Why isn't turning? Why isn't it this? Why isn't it that? These kind of trails are the trails that the majority of people ride in right off the bat in the Northeast. So I think that'll be really good info, and especially with the changes in the platform, and now with 146 stuff, which has been very popular, but nobody talks about it a lot. It's just very popular, and we're going to tell you why it's popular when we get out on the snow with it. So
yeah. So, and it's just, we're going to have an abundance of information coming to you guys to help you guys decide maybe on your next purchase, or if you want to change anything up on your current setup and try and get it to handle a little bit better or act a little better, or, just make you happier while riding. We do have a short season. Unfortunately, it is snow dependent. So when you do ride, you want it to be, as enjoyable as you possibly can. So we're going to be there to try and direct you guys and help you guys, make that happen for you. So I'm super excited. Bruce excited. If you guys have any questions about anything, and I always say this all the time, put a comment down. I'm very, very good with getting back to you guys about any questions or comments or anything that you guys, have. So put it down there, and if I don't know the answer, I'll go with Bruce, or if Bruce doesn't know, we're going to bounce everything off each other. Bruce has, a lot of connections kind of all over the industry. So if we don't know it, we'll work on getting you guys an answer. So
yeah, that's the short season thing is a big deal. I get stuff in the mail all the time to working on shocks and getting stuff done for people, and my crew here is a great crew. I mean, they work hard at making sure to just get as much out we can in that week, within that week, because that weekend is important. Because that next weekend could be the last weekend, and then we lose snow a little bit, or we don't have as good of conditions, and then it's another couple weeks. So it's really important to me, and it's always been. I treat every week like it's the last week of March, because that's what you got to do. Because this year here we were super lucky. Every week was the same. I mean, we had good snow, the temperatures were good, and the conditions stayed the same for like 5 weeks around here. That's unheard of. So. But I try to get that stuff out so people are using it every week.
Yeah. So again, you know, we just want to, season's short. We'll make it as enjoyable as we can for you guys. But again, questions, just you guys, I mean, you guys you reach out a bunch on Facebook and Instagram, which I'm again, awesome at getting back to you guys. So reach out, any questions, Polaris related or anything, you know what I mean? Again, he doesn't do just snowmobiles. It's not, you know, we're not just at a snowmobile dealership here. Tractors, mowers, weed whackers, the whole deal. So make sure to look them guys up. And if you need anything, reach out. But that's going to do it for this one. I just wanted to kind of, you know, let you guys know what we had in store for 2022. So I will be working with Bruce to snow check a sled. I know you guys are all wondering, what am I going with? I did the 2022 review, and there was a bunch of comments about what I'm going to be going. So me and Bruce have been talking about it, and we're working on something. So, but that's going to be it. And I'm excited for 2022, and you know, look them up.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. And same deal. I mean, that's what I've been doing, is telling people about the information, answering people with the info that they need for years. So
yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter if you're riding
wealth
or racing.
of knowledge right here, regardless of what it is. And we were talking about another project that I'm going to be coming up with soon. And he goes, I said, I know nothing about these things. And Bruce is like, well, I know everything about those. And I was like, exactly. So it's going to be super exciting to have Bruce, you know, in my back pocket to help me out with stuff like that. And we're going to bring you guys a bunch of content. So that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.